back to Pickerington North High School. You coached at Pickerington. How long did you coach at Pickerington?
I have been here since we went from 1969 to 2002.
That's a long time. That's a long time. I was a freshman in high school in 2002. So,
Coach, tell us a story about the early days as you were building this football program here at just Pickerington High School before we had the split.
Well, I took over the program in 73, and we had 24 kids on the football team. The football program was only about 4 years old. They did away with football here back in the 30s because somebody broke their neck. So football was very young when I took over the program. We were very fortunate to have a lot of good coaches, and kids played very, very hard and very dedicated to the program. We had a lot of parent input. When I left in 2002, we had 100 kids on the football team. We had a JV team, we had a sophomore team, we had 2 freshman teams, and I had 25 assistants. So, but now, the program now is taking another level. The coaches here have taken football again to another level.
you're talking multiple state championships at Pickerington Central. Coach Heldrich has Pickerington North on the rise. It's got to be a guy who built this program now that's split in two. You got to love seeing this and being this crosstown rivalry. It's got to mean a lot to you.
Well, when we were coaching, we spent so much time talking about family and commitment and dedication and holding together as a family. And we had a lot of parent involvement. But when they decided they were going to split the school, I thought that there's just no way I want to split up the family. They were waiting to find out what school I was going to go to, and looking back on things, I thought anytime a school splits, they ought to fire the head coaches in the major sports, because you're going to split up the family unit. I have never seen a school split without turning into a lot of rivalry and a lot of bitterness there. Picktown has gone through some real big struggles because of the split, but now they got their act together and both teams are very, very good. And I've still got players and ex-coaches on both sides of the ball, and I'm very proud of them. But Picktown, at one time, we were just one big family.
You played Bern Union, if that tells you anything.
Yeah, that's true.
And Coach, too, this town of Pickerington has sent 18 players to the NFL. They've got 2 more playing for Ohio State right now, the Styles brothers. Talk about the caliber of players that we've had come through this great town and that you got to coach and develop.
It's just amazing, the talent. And I just wonder if we would have stuck together and never split. My goodness, we would have owned the state of Ohio. The talent here is just enormous, and the coaching of the kids has not changed since I was here. They still talk about commitment and dedication, and the kids really, really reflect who the coaches are, and I am so proud of being a part of it. But the program now is at a different level.
Absolutely. Well, you just had a book release out today. Tell us about your book that just released today.
Oh, this book is now over 2 years old in the making. I had no idea that we were ever going to have a book, but because of Dominic Biscardi and his talent in writing, and some of the experiences that I've had, and his way of putting things together, we got I think, a pretty good book. The title of the book is Champions in Life, and I think some of the things and some of the stories that I went through, it shows that God has made us all to be champions, and we have all the talent and all the skills and all the abilities God had given us to become champions. And I just hope that the book, some people can get some of the things out of it and become champions themselves.
Coach, looking at your book, we know part of your story is working with Coach Jim Tressel at Ohio State, and I can't think of two better men to develop young men and young players than you or than Coach Tressel. Talk about your time with him and the impact that you guys together had and what we can find from him in the book.
Well, Coach Tressel, I just think the world of him. He's an amazing coach. His father was a good coach too, but Coach Tressel, my time with him was really special. We bond together. We just seemed to be on the same page, and I was just so impressed with his talent and how he coaches, and I just love the man, and he's a very successful person no matter what he does, and I just love him.
Coach, real quick, they can get the digital version of the book has come out today. They can get it at championinlife.com. So I want to talk to you one more question. Of all the titles that you've been called in your life, from father, son, friend, mentor, and coach, what makes being called coach so special to you?
Oh, it is a very special title, and to have somebody call you coach, that takes in a lot of things. You're almost like a father to the kids. You're a mentor to the kids. You're a counselor to the kids, and to have somebody call you coach, it just means the world to me. And the title is extremely special. To call somebody a coach, somebody who's spent time with you, and to try to bring out the skills and ability that God has given you, and to do the things that you would want them to do, or things that you tried to do but never could, but a coach brings that talent out of you. It's just amazing. I have been blessed to be around a lot of good coaches. Coach Tressel was one of them, but I started the entire career with being around Woody Hayes and how he conducts himself. But Coach Tressel is special.
Well, Coach, thank you for coming on, and enjoy the rest of the game and enjoy the book, and I'm sure I'm going to get a copy of it.
Well, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, Coach, we love you. Thank you so much, guys. Again, you can purchase Coach Johnson's new book with the foreword by Jim Tressel at championinlifebook.com.
All right, we're going to listen to the rest of the second half and